I ordered 60 or so sushi rolls because I thought they were on sale, but it turned out to be something else that was on sale. Anyway, I was also with my kids, so we were all eating sushi, and then they gave me the bill, and I saw it was over $100, which I didn't have. And since me and my kids hadn't eaten 30 or so of the sushi rolls, I told the waitress I'd give back the sushi for a refund of all the sushi we didn't eat. She refused. It should be every restaurant's policy that the customer is always right. Always. So then I had to leave my kids at the restaurant and had to drive to the nearest ATM and get enough money for the bill. This is not okay. I will not be returning anytime soon. So I guess my first question is, and this might be more of an assumption, but I'm really hoping that you didn't actually order 60 whole sushi rolls and maybe they were just 60 pieces of sushi from sushi rolls because there's a big freaking difference and 60 sushi rolls is a lot of freaking sushi. Second thing is, why did you have to go to an ATM? I don't know when this review was written, but everybody should have a freaking debit card. Honestly, you shouldn't have to go to an ATM to get cash out. Just saying. And lastly, the customer is not always right. In fact, the customer was very wrong in this case because the restaurant cannot just take the sushi back that hadn't been eaten and then give it to somebody else. That would be a huge health code violation and would be absolutely disgusting because who knows how much of that sushi had been poked and prodded at. Even if it hadn't been eaten, it doesn't mean that it is acceptable to be served to other people. Everyone who works in customer service should legally be allowed to fight one customer a year. Yeah, right. As a last minute resort, me and my sister went to this Subway to get 63 foot long subs for my grandson's confirmation party and had to wait over an hour for the subs. Ridiculously long wait, and the lady who took my order seemed really annoyed with me. Yeah, I wonder why. I'm pretty sure 63 subs actually would count as a catering order, which they usually require in advance. And personally, I would be extremely impressed that they were able to put together 63 subs in an hour and a half. Because usually I only ever see maybe two or three people working at a Subway restaurant at any given time. If that, sometimes it's just one person with a line of 7 people wanting their lunch. While you were waiting for your 63 subs to be made, I'm sure there were other customers in the building waiting for their food as well, and they had to prioritize that over your 63 subs. What a disappointing disaster. Waiting 2 hours extra early, only the fourth car in line for the free turkey and fixings this year. We did not get a pie, we did not receive any bread or anything for a salad like your photos in the local paper showed. Depressing beyond belief. We get it, they are just volunteers, but come on. A smallish turkey with an odd odor, no dessert of any kind, and absolutely nothing from the free coffee and breakfast tables. You ruined our Thanksgiving again. What's that saying? Beggars can't be choosers. Clearly, if you're going to a local food shelf or whatever this was to feed your family for Thanksgiving, I can understand you're going through some financial troubles, but curb your entitlement. Came to the store to quickly get my fender adjusted, something that took less than a minute, like getting your chains oiled or wheels pumped. Staff snarled at me, demanded that I pay for the service. If they were interested in good customer relations instead of every petty dime, I would have come back. Guess I'm never going back. It's a business. Good customer relations means customers come back and pay them money because that's how they pay the bills. That's how they keep the lights on, and that's how they pay the people who got your fender adjusted. They told me the rent was $900, but when I offered $800, they persisted on telling me that it was $900. Well, yeah, I don't know what we were talking about renting here, but usually there's not any sort of negotiation involved. Wanted a place to park for free. Don't do it here. Sign says they will tow unattended vehicles. Why would you leave a review for this? Yeah, any business that has parking for its customers should be entitled to tow unattended vehicles that are not currently using the business. Has great food. I love to eat there. I am sad to say this will be my last time. It's Saturday night. I walk in at 9:02 and they tell me they are closed. What food joint closes at 9 on the weekend? They decided to serve us after I made a big deal out of it, but then they were out of battered fries and regular fries. Never again. I'm willing to bet that somebody probably spit in your food because you decided to walk in there after closing time, demand to be served to the point where they just had to give in to your giga chadness. They probably aren't upset that you will never go there again. I don't like this app because it said everything was going to be free and you can't even buy pets. This is the worst app ever. I get this 1 star because it's horrible. It's not even real. You have to pay. Chewy writes back, "We truly apologize for any confusion with our app. We're Chewy, an online retailer for pet supplies. While we do offer free shipping on orders over $49, the product themselves do have to be purchased. If you ever need anything at all, we're always here to help." Please tell me this isn't real. Please, somebody tell me this isn't real. In what world would a website just have a bunch of free stuff? Who's funding this? One of those nasty feelings when you buy a cookie with coffee and drop it on the ground just after you exit. Went back to them and asked for another one. The main dude, who knows me well, decaf oatmeal cappuccino if you forgot, happily charged me a second time, where any self respecting shop would show kindness to regular customer with over 100 visits. I feel like this is one of those situations where it would be really nice for the business to replace the cookie if you dropped it on the ground, but I do not believe in any circumstance are they required or should they be expected to do so. If you purchase something and then you drop it on the ground, it's not really their problem. These things cost money. I love this app. But the thing that gets me is where made with video editing software, watermark, can't come off unless you buy the premium version of it. I would love to remove that watermark. Some of my viewers from YouTube were asking why there is a watermark, and I told them I can't remove it. It would be a whole lot better if you let me remove the watermark without buying the premium version. That's kind of the point of freeware, isn't it? If you choose to use the free version of an app, then they get to advertise on your videos for free, essentially, because you're using the service. I don't understand how this is a difficult concept to understand. The food was great, but when you were paying that much money for dinner, you expect incredible service. Our service was very poor. We were celebrating getting engaged that exact night, and we were not celebrated with an offer of champagne or even a dessert. Only go here if you want to blow a bunch of money and be treated worse than the local bar and grill. In what world would you expect a restaurant to just give you free champagne or a dessert just because you are celebrating a nice milestone in your life? Would it be nice if they offered that? Absolutely, not arguing whatsoever. But to feel entitled to it is insane to me. It sounds like these customers really need to get off their high horse and just be just a little bit humbled. Let me know in the comments which one you thought was the most ridiculous entitled customer.